Hello there, welcome to another video. This is Bibi Cameron, and today I want to share with you a very easy black and white coloring technique. This is for beginners, anybody can do this, so don't be afraid to give it a try. And I'm going to start for showing you the paper I used to make this project. I use Bristol paper. This paper is amazing. It's good to apply a wide variety of techniques with pens, markers, watercolors, and it's smooth. I just love it. I highly recommend this paper for this kind of projects. Then I cut this paper in 4 and I'm going to use one of the quarters to do all the stamping I need for this card. I'm using here a beautiful stamp set called BCPs by Honeybee Stamps. And I'm going to use clear Versamark ink to stamp the images. Just like I'm doing here. I just grab the stamp from the set and I place it on a clear block and I stamp. This will provide a watermark on the paper, so I'm not going to get a solid image. I just get that silhouette there that I'm going to fill with colors. Once I finish stamping, I just place the stamp inside these poly pockets, and that helped me to keep organized. You can find the link to buy these poly pockets in the video description as well. I'm going to be using Derwent Artist color pencils. In this box, it comes 6 pencils. 3 of these colors are light. This is a white, a gray, a pink. This one here is a kind of green. This one is a black, and this one is a dark blue. So they are not completely white or black. I'm also going to be using Faber Castell color pencils in white, gray, black, uni-ball pens, blending tools, and Faber Castell detail erasers. So I'm going to start adding color to this flower. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to completely cover the flower with the white color. Once I finish coloring with the white color, I'm going to use the gray color to get some shadows at the edge of the petals. I'm going to do this very gentle, and I'm going to trace lines from the center of the flower to the edge of the petal. So this is kind of big for me to be moving. I need a scissors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that piece of paper like that. It's easy for me to move it around, okay? So once I finish applying my gray color, I'm going to use the green color here, and I'm going to start applying color in these petals intersections here, like making a V, like that. I'm making a little bit more of pressure to get darker shade of color there. That's what I do. And then here I'm going to go like an spiral. This is the movement I'm doing, but very small. Okay, and then I'm coming here to the edges of the petals and I'm going to trace some little lines like that. The lines comes from the edge of the petal toward the center. Okay, so now I'm going to grab this pencil color here, which is a blue color, and I'm going to do the same. But this time, I'm going to try to go further in the petal. Just a little bit there. And I'm going to trace some lines here. Make sure that your pencils are sharp. It's just a couple of lines. Then I'm going to use again the green, and I'm going to do the same, some little lines here in the center. And I'm going with the green, I'm going to go I'm making some lines like that here. Okay, once it's finished, I'm going to grab this blender tool. I make sure it's clean. And then what I'm doing there is trying to soften those lines. So in the edges of the petals, we're coming towards the center of the flower, and the center of the flower towards the edge of the petals. I'm applying gentle pressure. And I notice this flower is looking very green. I kind of exaggerate the lines so I can show you how to apply the technique. And I also want to show you the pencils I'm using at the same time, because I make another video and it was quite confusing. So what I did was trying to show you the whole thing here, what I'm getting from here, what I'm getting from here, what I'm using, so you can understand. It's very, very simple. This is very simple. So what we are doing here is the way I found to do it, to be able to explain to you how you can turn a very basic image into something a little bit more artistic. Like this card I made here with all these little flowers were colored like that. Okay, so the next step, coloring that, is using the black Faber Castell pencil. The pencil that comes in this box is not so strong, so I would recommend to use this one. And then I'm going to do something here. I'm going to show you a trick. So I trace some lines like that, and then after around that I just try to create circles. So those circles give me the little shape of the center of the flower. It creates an effect there. I don't know if you can see it. So if you notice, I leave this little bit here white. I didn't went all over the flower. So I can use this white or any other white, honestly, and I can just highlight those whites. If you went all over the flower, you can also use these erasers. They will delete the color, so you can get a lighter flower as well. If you don't want the flower to be so gray, you can go with this eraser and delete or lift up that color. Then I haven't applied the black all over the flower. So what I'm going to do is go on the edges. And get that white. But I don't want to create hard lines in the edges. I want to do like if they were leaving from these hairs from the flower here, like that. And then you also make some lines here at the edges of the flower, but very, very gentle, very soft. And that's pretty much the technique I wanted to share with you. This is a black and white flower, but if you notice, it's not completely white. It has green and also has blue. I didn't apply a lot of white in this one. In those ones, I apply a lot of white, and I also add this pink color. It makes a little difference because it gives a little bit of light. You can barely see it, but it's there. It's just beautiful. These colors, these pencil colors are just nice. And I'm randomly applying this. Okay, so I'm going to grab the black, go all over that, and then I'm going to go with the very, very soft, completely. And to finish it, what I did there, I was using this pen, and I just apply some dots there, and with this oil paint I apply another little dots like so. So that's the flower, and I also decide to show you very quick how I add color to the other flower, and after I'm going to show you how I add color to the bees. Okay, so now I'm going to add color to the beautiful bee. This bee is super cute. I love it. So I'm going to outline the whole bee, and you will see how bad I'm at drawing. Yeah, I cannot make straight lines. I'm really bad at that. But I'm going to do my best. Okay, and when it's finished, I'm going to start doing this. A lot of little lines. I'm going to use the green, the blue. Then what I was doing there was applying the black pencil. Apologize because I noticed when I was editing the video that I was saying some things in my head and I wasn't saying them to the camera. So I have to add voice over here and there. So the sound of this video can be a little bit messy here and there. So sorry about that. Now I'm adding a little bit of the green color and black again to draw the eyes of this little tiny bee that actually are 2 dots. I used a black uni-ball pen. And to add other details to the car and the images, I also used a white uni-ball marker. So I keep doing the same that I did with the flowers, and I have finished coloring the 3 main images for this card. So then what I did was using the coordinating dies, and I tried to align those dies the best way possible. There is a big, no, seems like that. Here, the die goes like that. The little bee die goes like that. And this flower, I have to cut this one first because I draw it too close. And I'm going to grab washi tape to hold the dies in place. Now, something I want to tell you is I wanted to create the stems for the flower with the die that comes in the package. This is a die that comes in the package for the stems, and basically all you have to do is just to cut the stems. So this is the stem, okay, that you can achieve with the dies. However, these are the stems, but if you notice, the stem is a little bit short and I need larger stems. So what I did was simply grabbing the piece of paper, okay, and well, this is not so long, but I'm saying that, and I just trim a very little piece of paper like that, okay, and all I did was then color it with the pencils. And you can also add some darker areas, like dark area here. So that's what I did for the stems, and these little embellishments here are just stunning, stunning, stunning. Those little drops here, oh, it's so beautiful. I have to say that these little embellishments look like real drops of water. They are simply stunning, beautiful. It's a have to have, honestly. This is me the night before finishing this card, and this is the way I add some accents to the card. I just grab the uni-ball pen and I just add dots here and there. I glue down the dew drops with glossy accents. I also create some textures in the background panel using 2 dies in the package of BCB dies. So those little dots that comes from the bees like a spiral are made with those dies. I also apply some stitches at the edge of the front panel of this card with my sewing machine, and I used a stamping platform to stamp the sentiment a couple of times just to get a deep, dark sentiment. And that's all for today. Thumbs up if you like this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Visit my blog for more ideas and inspiration. Follow us in Instagram, Pinterest, or join my Facebook group. All the links are below the video in the video description. Thank you very much for watching and happy crafting. Bye!